Hey, what's up guys, it's Jammin RC, and today I'll be doing a review on the Intech Er-12M 2.0. Kind of a mouthful for me on that one. But yeah, I'll tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and what I think could be improved on it. And from what I can tell so far, and I've driven the car a lot, and it's a pretty good car. It's well put together. It doesn't break apart on the track, and I think it's a pretty solid build. So on with the build, about the build, I like the build a lot. It was smooth, everything fit together perfectly. Actually, I think this kit, the fit and finish on this is the best so far that I've built, or one of the best. It's actually comparable to my 22.4's fit and finish. So that says a lot about it, because that car, I love the build on that car so much. And kind of a new body scheme for me. It's a little bit inspired by my sister. She loves pink, so I kind of incorporated that in there for her. Yeah, so that, not too much on the body. Oh, also, if you guys want bodies painted, I do bodies, so let me know if you do. And on the inside, there's a couple things I want to talk about on this one. So on the front, Intech actually gives you quite a lot of aluminum parts, and that also is good for durability and keeping the car tracking through corners consistently. One of the things I've never seen before is that Intech actually, from a company, never seen from a company, an RC car company, that they actually give you aluminum steering pieces out of the box. And also this part is aluminum, so the front end is really stiff and doesn't flex a lot. And the bulkhead, I believe, is also aluminum. But to reduce the weight and take away from all the weight of the aluminum, they milled out the chassis a lot. And as you can see, there's a honeycomb pattern going through the chassis, and that's pretty cool because it takes a lot of weight away. But what they did was to to compensate for all that flex going on now, they stopped milling some places just to keep that rigidity. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that right there, but you can see kind of where it stops. And that's pretty cool. And they give you some pretty thick side guards, so that kind of keeps it straight and everything too. One thing I thought was gonna fail on me on this car was a slipper. It's kind of made out of this type, I don't even know, it's like a nylon type thing. I don't even know. It feels similar to what you would feel off of a plastic bottle carton or something. And I thought I was gonna get roasted like the first three packs or something, and I have a 6.5 in there. Story behind that I'm gonna save for later on in the video. But my motor just roasted this thing, and it kept on going. It had no overheating from what I know, and it's still consistent and true right now. So oh, another thing about a slipper, you don't set it from this side, which I find kind of weird. I've never done that before. And you set it on the opposite side. You kind of got to snug it down beyond what the manual says to get it right, or else you will just be slipping and take the whole straight to get up to speed. But yeah, so that's not too much of a gripe about it. That's a pretty small thing. You should be doing that yourself, because you gotta constantly tune your slipper and stuff like that based on the track and how you like it. Yeah. It comes with a ball diff. It comes with a 4-gear. At least for me, with the 6.5 in there, it has a lot of speed, so braking is really big on me. So a little bit on my medium bike track, it does like to kick out just a tad bit. But if you watch my running video, you'll see that it's not really significant. I think it only did it once in that video, and it was a hairpin turn actually. But the 4-gear, if I could get a 3-gear, I will do an update on it and tell you how that goes, but it should be better. Another thing about the build that I really like, they gave you carbon shock towers, front and rear. And that's pretty cool, and saves some weight, looks trick, and hey, it's carbon, just makes you faster. It has gullwing arms. I'm not sure if that works to the car's benefit or not. I'm not a engineer at the moment. Working on it, but not yet. But from what I've seen, flat arm is the way to go, but the 22.3.0 has sort of a gullwing design going on, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing for Intech car to work with, or if flat arms would have been better. But the car handles good. It turns in high-speed corners, it does really good. I guess it pushes a little bit, but then again, I haven't messed with the setup. I've only changed the springs because you know, that's one of the small things I guess I could change, but yeah. Anyways, only thing I changed was the springs. Running TLR reds in the front, TLR reds in the rear, low frequency, and it turned well. It had good traction. I wish it didn't push as much, but for the review, I kept it box stock. I didn't change the setup really. I didn't mess with anything, roll centers, anything like that. So definitely, I'm sure the car, if I really wanted to get it better, which I will after the review, and then probably do an update on this. But yeah, I just did what the kit said to do, and that's how I kept it. And it does good. I don't think it does bad. It lands good. It jumps good. Turns good. Just a little bit loose in the rear with the 6.5 in it, but I think if I was driving a 17.5 would have been better. But the motor store, let's talk about that real quick, and also the other electronics. So I put a 17.5 in there because it's a light car, and it was supposed to follow with the true 17.5 theory in mind. But what happened was I put the 17.5 in there. I think that's in the build video. It was a black 17.5 motor, and I think half a lap in it burnt up on it, so I just put a 6.5 in there. So I have a Tekin 6.5, Gen 2, not Gen 3, 4500 100C Orion LiPo, a Turnigy ESC, and a Spectrum 6040 servo. And the servo has plenty speed. I think it made the car twitchy. I'm used to this servo in other cars like my 22.4 and my other two-wheel drives, but I don't know, for some reason this car it made it feel twitchy, so I had to turn it down like half of the speed, 50%. I'm not sure what the controller not sure what the controller makes that out to be, but I turned it down to 50%, and that made it more smooth. But that's about it. Not too much I dislike about the car. The durability is really good. It doesn't slop out. Not that it's been through a lot yet, but it has about 20 packs on it, so I'd say that's fair experience for the car. The shocks are still really smooth I never rebuilt them, and they're still smooth. I just tested them, and they have very little rebound. So the car, I think it has so far a good long-term durability going on for it. I haven't broken anything, and I've been through some gnarly crashes, and yeah, I like it. I give it a thumbs up. If you wanted to buy one, hopefully this was informative and gave you. It's kind of a little bit of a haze right now. I think I didn't set it up right, but I don't know. I guess with some setup, it could be way better. And yeah, hopefully this gave you some good insight if you want to pick the kit up or not. So link for the kit will be down in the description. And yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next one.